The School Talent Show. 1. The announcement. One Friday afternoon, Jack and Lily came home from school excited. They both had a flyer in their hands. "Mom, Dad, guess what?" Jack shouted as he ran into the house. "The school is having a talent show next month." Lily followed behind him, smiling. "We can perform anything we want, singing, dancing, magic tricks. It's going to be fun." Emily looked up from the kitchen and smiled. "A talent show? That sounds exciting. Are you two going to participate?" "Definitely," Jack said. "I think I want to do a magic show." "And I'm going to sing," Lily said confidently. "I've been practicing a song in choir class." "That's wonderful," John said, joining the conversation. "Let's start practicing, so you're both ready for the big day." 2. Jack's magic practice. Over the next few weeks, Jack spent a lot of time practicing magic tricks. He had a magic kit that he got for his birthday, and he decided to use it for the show. "Watch this, Mom," Jack said one afternoon. He held up a deck of cards and asked Emily to pick one. "Now, don't tell me what it is." Emily picked a card and showed it to Lily, who was sitting nearby. Jack shuffled the deck and then pulled out a card with a dramatic flourish. "Is this your card?" he asked with a grin. Emily's eyes widened. "Yes. How did you do that?" "A magician never reveals his secrets," Jack said with a laugh. Lily giggled. "That was really good, Jack. I think your magic show will be amazing." 3. Lily's singing practice. While Jack practiced his magic, Lily spent her time rehearsing her song. She chose a beautiful song from her choir class and practiced every day after school. "Can you listen to my song, Mom?" Lily asked one evening. "Of course," Emily said, sitting down on the couch. "I'd love to hear it." Lily stood up and started singing. Her voice was clear and strong, and she hit every note perfectly. When she finished, Emily clapped. "That was beautiful, Lily. You've improved so much." "Thanks, Mom. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited too," Lily said. "You'll do great," John said, joining them. "Just keep practicing, and remember to have fun." 4. The big day arrives. Finally, the day of the talent show arrived. The school auditorium was full of students, parents, and teachers, all excited to see the performances. Jack and Lily were backstage with the other students, getting ready for their turns. "I'm nervous," Jack whispered to Lily. "What if I mess up?" "You won't mess up," Lily said, smiling. "Just focus and enjoy the moment. You've practiced a lot." Jack nodded, feeling a little better. "Good luck with your song, Lily." "You too," Lily replied. 5. Jack's magic show. Jack was one of the first performers. He stepped onto the stage with his magic kit and took a deep breath. "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jack the Magician's show," he announced, trying to sound confident. He performed several magic tricks, including the card trick he had practiced with Emily. The audience gasped and clapped as he made cards disappear and reappear, pulled a coin from behind a volunteer's ear, and even made a small toy disappear under a scarf. At the end of his performance, the audience cheered and clapped loudly. Jack smiled, feeling proud of himself as he left the stage. "I did it," he thought. 6. Lily's song. Next, it was Lily's turn. She walked onto the stage, holding the microphone tightly. The music began to play, and for a moment, Lily felt nervous. But then she remembered all the practice she had done and took a deep breath. She started singing, and her voice filled the auditorium. The audience listened quietly, and Lily sang with confidence and grace. When she finished the last note, the crowd erupted into applause. Lily smiled, feeling proud and happy. "I did it," she thought, as she left the stage. 7. The end of the show. After all the performances, the principal of the school came onto the stage. "Thank you to all the students for their wonderful performances," she said. "You were all amazing, and we are so proud of you." The audience clapped again, and the students backstage hugged each other, celebrating the end of the show. Jack and Lily found their parents in the crowd. Emily and John were smiling and clapping for them. "You were both fantastic," Emily said, hugging them. "We're so proud of you," John added. "You worked hard, and it showed." Jack and Lily smiled, happy and proud of their achievements. The family road trip. 1. Planning the trip. It was a warm summer morning, and the Smith family was gathered around the kitchen table, planning their upcoming road trip. "Where should we go for our vacation this year?" Emily asked, looking at a map. "I want to go to the mountains," Jack said. "We can hike and see waterfalls." Lily, his older sister, smiled. "I think we should go to the beach. I love swimming in the ocean." John, their father, thought for a moment. "How about we go to a place where we can do both? We can visit a town near the mountains and the beach." "That sounds perfect," Emily said. "Let's start packing." 2. Packing for the trip. The next day, the family started packing for their road trip. Emily made a list of everything they needed: clothes, snacks, sunscreen, and a camera to take pictures. "Don't forget your hiking shoes, Jack," Emily reminded him. "I've got them," Jack said, putting his shoes into his bag. "And I'm bringing my soccer ball too." Lily was packing her swimsuit and a book. "I'm going to read by the beach," she said happily. John made sure the car was ready for the long drive, checking the tires and filling up the gas tank. "We're all set," John said. "Let's hit the road tomorrow morning." 3. On the road. The next morning, the family loaded the car with their bags and hit the road. The sun was shining, and everyone was excited for the adventure ahead. "Are we there yet?" Jack asked after only an hour of driving. "Not yet," John said with a laugh. "We still have a few hours to go." To pass the time, the family played games like I Spy and listened to music. They also talked about all the fun things they wanted to do once they arrived at their destination. "I can't wait to swim in the ocean," Lily said. "And I want to see some wildlife in the mountains," Jack added. 4. A stop for lunch. After a few hours on the road, the family decided to stop for lunch at a small roadside diner. "This place looks cute," Emily said as they pulled into the parking lot. "Let's see what they have." Inside, the diner was cozy, with old-fashioned booths and a friendly waitress. "I'll have a cheeseburger and fries," Jack said, looking at the menu. "I'll have a salad," Lily added. The family enjoyed their meal, talking about how excited they were for the rest of the trip. 5. Arriving at the cabin. By late afternoon, the family arrived at their Destination: a cozy cabin nestled in the mountains, but only a short drive from the beach. This place is beautiful, Emily said, stepping out of the car and looking around. The cabin was surrounded by tall trees, and in the distance, they could see the ocean sparkling under the setting sun. I can't wait to explore, Jack said, running toward the trees. Let's go hiking tomorrow. We'll hike in the morning and go to the beach in the afternoon, John said. That way, we can do both. 6. Hiking in the mountains. The next morning, the family set off on a hiking adventure. They followed a trail that led up into the mountains, surrounded by trees and the sound of birds singing. This is amazing, Lily said, taking pictures with her camera. Jack ran ahead, excited to see what was around the next corner. I hope we see some animals. As they hiked higher, they reached a beautiful waterfall. The water cascaded down the rocks, creating a misty spray. This is the best part of the hike, John said. Let's take a break and enjoy the view. They sat by the waterfall, eating snacks and relaxing before continuing their hike back to the cabin. 7. A day at the beach. In the afternoon, the family drove to the beach. The sun was shining, and the sand was warm under their feet. Let's go swimming, Jack said, running toward the water. Lily and Jack splashed in the waves, laughing as they jumped over the small breakers. Emily and John set up a blanket on the sand and watched the kids play. This is perfect, Emily said, lying back and enjoying the sunshine. Later, the family built sandcastles and walked along the shore, collecting seashells. We should come back here every summer, Lily said, holding up a pretty shell. 8. The trip home. After a few days of adventure, it was time to head home. The family packed up their bags and loaded the car. That was an amazing trip, Jack said, looking out the window as they drove away from the cabin. I agree, Lily said. We did so many fun things. On the way home, the family talked about their favorite parts of the trip. Jack loved the hike to the waterfall, while Lily enjoyed the time spent at the beach. We'll have to plan another trip soon, John said. Maybe next time we can visit a national park. I can't wait, Jack said, smiling.